Bow Kitchen supplying the goods. Creamy Rasta rice box. Greek yogurt, protein, blueberries, strawberries. That Biscoff as well. Hey, is that a buffalo salad?
So that's in your meal plan?
That's in my meal plan, yeah.
But you won't be able to have one of these?
I don't think so. I could have that probably on a low day.
Sounds.
But I need carbs today, so I'm getting that. I don't know if I could swap that for like my oats or something, but too late for
Potentially,
that.
yeah.
Potentially. Fire. Absolutely demolished the salad and the rice box. This man.
Same. This is fire, by the way. This might be the best thing I've had from Bow Kitchen. I had like a cream of rice thing a few weeks back, and I wasn't that big of a fan, but this shit, fucking hell, mate.
Next
I
level.
don't want to rub it in. You're on your first day. I feel like when we're like 4 weeks in and you're proper struggling, this is going to kill you.
Yeah, fully, bro.
I had like Biscoff spread on top of it. Granola. But I think there's a bit of honey in here.
Yeah, that looks
Blueberries,
banging.
strawberries.
Fire. Do you want some, bud? Right, let me tell you a little story. So, a few years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, I got quite fat. I was about 90 kilos, unhealthy, gaming all the time, binging on sugary drinks and like sweets and just eating shit, not looking after myself. Got quite in a dark hole at that time with like my mental health. And then one day, I smoked a little bit too much weed and I had a panic attack, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, something's got to change here. So the next day, I've been paying for a gym membership, but I was never going. And the next day I dragged myself into the gym and I just started on the rowing machine. In a couple of months I lost like nearly 20 kilos. So I went from like 90 to about 70. And ever since then I've been pretty on top of my health in terms of training regularly, whether that be in the gym or at home or playing football or whatever. And my diet has been hit and miss here and there because I've not really been carrying like too much bad weight. I would allow myself to binge eat whatever I wanted, really, whenever I wanted. And ever since I got down to that lowest weight, all I've done since then is kind of gain weight. So I've been fluctuating around like 80 odd kilos, give or take. But after watching our good friend Ben Marsh's 100-day transformation challenge series, I thought I'm gonna jump on that. So with me and Wolfie going to Dubai at the end of September, just after my birthday, got in touch with our good friend Dambo and said, look Dan, I'm looking to do a little bit of a transformation similar to Ben in the run up to that holiday. So today is, I'm gonna call it officially day one. Yesterday was day zero because I didn't have a great start to the week. Dambo sent me my plan on Sunday night, or it might be Monday afternoon. And yeah, yesterday I stuck to all my meals, but I didn't actually get into the gym. So today, stuck to my meals so far. I've had a Bow Kitchen. The boys have been round in the van this afternoon. And this is my second meal of the day. So today's a medium day. I know it looks pretty unappetizing, but medium day, training day. So I've got this twice a day. I've got one of the Bow Kitchen meals, and my other meal of the day is a 3-egg omelette with 100 grams of chicken. So had that to eat yesterday, on that again today, and yeah, this is the start of getting diced for Dubai with Dambo. So I hope you guys enjoyed the series. We're going to be posting every week. I've been talking for way too long. I'm going to eat these oats now. See you in a bit. All right, so just finished my shift at the shop and it's time to get off to the gym. Training at Total Fitness, I'm a member there. Convenient because location, and also it has a sauna, which is a massive thing for me. Today I'm training back and buys on the plan. Because I had a bit of a shit start to the week in terms of following this plan. I mean, it's not the end of the world because this first week is kind of just getting into it, adjusting my routine, adjusting my diet and stuff. I'm starting on back and buys, which is Wednesday on the plan. I missed chest and tries yesterday. I think it was legs on Monday, but I'm gonna stick to it, jump on this, so I'm not messing about with like what day I'm training what, based on what Dambo's recommended me. So yeah, tomorrow will technically be a rest day, but I have got 5-a-side in the evening, so that will make up for my cardio there. And the day after that is the second leg session of the week, even though it'll be my first. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get some clips training in the gym, albeit you know, can be a little bit awkward whipping the camera out here and there, but yeah, I'll try get Chaz to do a little breakdown of what the training split is. Don't want to give away too much on the video though, obviously don't want to be selling out the plan for free. Time to go to the gym, and I'm gonna get myself in the sauna afterwards because I ain't had a sauna for ages. I've been joined by a familiar face in the gym.
How we doing?
How we doing, Maya?
I'm alright.
Good.
How are you?
I'm alright, mate. Apart from just smacking my head on the cables
It's
over
alright,
there.
no one saw that, so you started with the dumbbells program, haven't you now?
I have, mate, yeah.
How are you finding it?
Only on day 2. I didn't go to the gym yesterday, so it didn't get off to a great start.
It
But
wasn't day one,
that was
rest
day.
day. Day
I'll
one,
call
rest
it day 0. Today is day 1, Maya, technically. But, so Matt's going to join me on my last set, which is 12 hammer curls followed by 12 dumbbell curls. Day 1 of the Plambo with Dambo. Training back and buys completed. Was lovely to bump into Mr. Mayo Matt himself, the world's fittest dad, looking lean as ever, joining me on the hammer curls and the bicep curl superset, which was pretty awful, I can't lie, pretty grueling. I had a full week off training last week with man in the shop and looking after Rufus. Energy was drained, so I didn't really have that much energy to go and train at the gym. Obviously could have forced myself there, but I thought, knowing I'm starting this challenge this week, give myself a bit of time to sort of recover and chill out a bit, because I know what I'm going to be putting myself through for the next 10 weeks. And yeah, I would say that I definitely felt that rest and the lack of kind of training for the last week in that session. It wasn't easy, back and buys, and also the fact that Total Fitness right now is undergoing a full refurb pretty much upstairs, so I was waiting for ages to get on machines and it's just not ideal, so I was getting a bit frustrated, and I nearly fucking knocked myself out by being an absolute dickhead, clipping a heavy straight bar onto one of the cables, and then I bent down, unpinned it to change the weight, and then the cable dropped down and smacked me on the back of the head, which was pretty embarrassing. Stuck to plan completely, did about 35-40 minutes in the sauna afterwards, so I'm absolutely boiling right now. Internal temperature is through the roof. I don't know what Danny's thoughts are going to be with regards to cardio, so I need to ask him about that with the sauna. So like, obviously when you're in the sauna, you're burning calories. It is quite intense. Don't know whether to up my water intake or what, but besides that, it's been a good day so far. Stuck to all my meals, done a few thousand steps, still need to get over that 10k threshold, which he has given me for this first week. I have a feeling that that's going to be one thing that I'm going to maybe struggle with, getting those 10k steps in. Potentially don't want to manifest that, but I just know it's going to be a graft. Got 2 more meals to eat, another oats with dark chocolate and protein, and a 3-egg omelette with 100 grams of chicken and mixed veg. Tomorrow I'm going to do another medium day. I was going to probably do a rest day and have it as a low day with me training football later in the evening, but I think because I started the week on a rest day, then it would make more sense for me to actually get a session in tomorrow and just have sort of one rest day on plan this week, so that I'm starting as strong as possible. Alright, so meal 3 of the day. I'm going to be having 3 eggs, a red pepper, 100 grams of chicken. I promise that's 100, well it's 99 grams, but never mind. Some broccoli, bit of soy sauce, bit of garlic, some sesame seeds thrown in there. Don't know if I'm allowed these, but they're going in anyway. Day 2/3 of the cut. We're in the shop. We're about to shoot some product videos, adverts for the products, as you do. So that's what you do with a product video / advert. And I haven't eaten yet today. It's 10 to 11. Bo kitchen van should be coming around in about half an hour, so I'm on another medium day. Gonna get something with carbs, as you do. Yeah, I think I'm training chest and tries later on.
Big chest and try session.
Yes, sir.
Do you have your first meal then, and then you'll do chest and tries?
Yeah.
Or do you get another meal in before?
Well, I'm probably gonna eat my bow kitchen, and then I brought my oats again with me. First meal of the day for me, this bow kitchen, Perry rice box. Wolf is on double again.
What's that for your dessert?
So it's Greek yogurt with some protein powder, some blueberries, strawberries, some Biscoff squeeze of shit, and some granola.
You gone for the same as me, Chief?
Yeah.
How are you doing anyway? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Yeah. What you been up to? You've been on holiday as well.
Been on holiday.
Where'd you go?
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Rhodes in Greece.
Yeah. Where's Tan?
Look at that. And on airline.
Yes, people. So another shift finished at the shop. We're on Thursday today, which would normally be a rest day. However, given that I had a bit of a shit start to the week in terms of following the plan, I am moving what would have been my chest and tries on Tuesday to today. And then, well, it's like 4 o'clock now, so I'm gonna bash that out in about an hour, skip the sauna this time, and I'm playing football for about half an hour, starting from 6:30. So felt a little bit stressed earlier, had some video shit that needed to get sorted for WPS, but luckily we've squashed that. That's sorted now. About to bang in a scoop of hydrate in my water. I've had some wolf pump, and yeah, let's go train some chest and tries. Yo, so hopefully you can hear me. It is quite windy today, but we're rolling with it anyway. Just finished my first chest and try session on Dambo's plan, and I can't lie, that was pretty fucking awful. I felt like I was lacking a lot of energy and definitely not able to push quite as much weight as I normally would have. I don't know whether that's just from a lack of carbs, a lack of food in my system, or what. Did get a good pump on though. Wolf pump came through. A few different exercises in there that I wouldn't normally do. And also the volume is significantly higher than what I would normally train. So a lot of the sets and reps that I'm doing are supersetted, or it's like 15 to 20 reps, which means that I'm having to sort of swallow my ego, swallow my pride a little bit, and go quite a lot lower in weight than normal, so just to get those 15-20 reps out. But that being said, I was contemplating actually not coming today because of time restrictions with having football at 6:30, but I'm glad that I've done it. Hopefully that will please Danny. I have got to fly home amidst the rush hour traffic, get back in time to get changed and ready to get to football, which will be a bit of a grind again with my energy levels being low. I'm saying this and I'm literally 2 or 3 days in, which is ridiculous, but it's only going to get harder. But I suppose we're jumping in at the deep end, and hopefully my body adjusts in the next few days. Also, whilst I'm here and before I forget, shout out to Tom Wolf, aka the best boss in the world. Tom brought me back from Cyprus some volcanic soap ×2, black sand and blue salt. You know, we're all about that natural products hype, and also just to top it off, a bit of aftershave from the boy, which is lovely. Smells beautiful.
This portion comes out tonight.
Good morning, people. So today is Friday, which is day 0 + 3 of the cut. I'm considering Tuesday as day 0 technically because I did stick to the diet, but I didn't go to the gym. It just wasn't a great start. That's day 0. Today's day 0 + 3. Friday, played football last night. Couple things to note: I haven't hit my step target once yet this week, but I've just had poor time management. That is straight up. My time management hasn't been there. I get home on an evening after whatever it is I may be doing. I'm training at about anywhere between like 2:30 and 4 p.m. is when I'm getting in the gym at the moment. And then by the time I've finished that and got home and then eaten, I just can't be arsed doing any steps. So that's something that I need to work on definitely going forwards. Although I did play about half an hour's worth of football last night, which will have brought my step count up. I did about 6,000 steps anyway, but I know Dambo wants me to be doing 10 to 12k on top of whatever cardio it is that I'm doing. So today I will be going to the gym and training legs. Yesterday was chest and tries. So I'm allowed one high carb day throughout the week. What I'm thinking is, so you're supposed to have that high carb day on a leg day. I haven't trained legs yet this week. On the plan it is 2 leg sessions for the week. Because I started technically on Tuesday, Monday was a bit of a high carb day anyway, so I'm just going to do today as another medium day. Tomorrow, will that be a low day? I can't remember. I'll have to double check. I'll check in tomorrow, but yeah, my low day is going to be my rest day on Sunday. Tomorrow will be delts, but today's legs, and I will be trying to get some footage in the gym of me actually doing some training, because it is a little bit difficult when you're training by yourself and you haven't got a cameraman with you. So anyways, I've got to get myself to the shop now. Taking my little wee pot of oats. That's all I've got. 20 gram of protein, 50 gram of oats, 10 gram of dark chocolate, and that will see me through for a little while. And yeah, we'll check in with the wolf as well when we get there.
Yes.
Yo.
No.
He's got the slides on. The slides out supplying.
You got to warm up, bro. There we go. Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
Shit, man.
Jeez.
You got to warm up, bro.
Alright, so that there is a dumbbell plus this set, and it's fucking up. 5 times 5 reps and 10 seconds in between each mini set. Little warm up on the hack squat, and now I've got leg curls next. And it is about 8:15 and this place closes at 9, so I need to get a fucking move on. With an embarrassing lack of weight on there. 15 on each side, 30 total. Terrible. Something about split squats always fucks me up. I feel like using so much mental capacity to make sure my form's right and my position's right. And also I think holding the dumbbell takes it out of you. I feel like you have to take a break in between legs, otherwise I feel like I just completely mess it up. So. Right, so that is leg session number 1 of the plan bow with Dambo done and dusted. Can't lie, today has probably been the most difficult day so far. Again, I know I'm only a few days in realistically, but in that few days, today has been the most difficult in terms of sort of general levels of hunger, and yeah, just sort of started losing my patience today with some shit that wouldn't normally get to me. I don't know if that's hunger or what, but Bow Kitchen Van didn't come round to the shop today. It is Friday, so I went quite a long time without having any decent calories. I essentially skipped breakfast. All I had to eat until 5 p.m. was my oats with protein powder and dark chocolate. So I was running on nigh on empty, plus caffeine, plus a bit of nicotine, and that was it.
So finished up at the shop, went to Morrison's, stocked up on some food, got home, and I decided when I got home, rather than spacing out my next two substantial meals, I decided to just have them all at one pretty much. So cooked up a nice 5% lean mince beef burger with an extra bit of cheese because the burger wasn't completely 120 grams, so I thought I took a few extra grams of cheese in there. Probably shouldn't have done that realistically because of the fat content, but like I say, I was fucking starving. Probably won't do shit like that later on further into the plan, but I don't know, just felt like I needed that bit today. But I know that as soon as shit starts getting actually a bit more intense, then I'm going to be sticking to it like, you know, like gospel. So then after that, I cooked up my 100 grams of chicken with eggs and veg. For now, I ain't got any restriction on veg, so I did take liberties there and I had an absolute shit ton of veg, so that was good. And as soon as I ate that, I felt night and day difference. I felt 10 better, and I could even see it like in my arms and everything. Like I could see my veins were popping after I'd eaten. I know it's still very early days, but that's a good sign, I guess. Watched a bit of the footy, Spain versus Germany. Obviously Spain won in the last minute. That was pretty fun to watch. And then I was gonna skip gym tonight, I can't even lie. I was feeling tired. I thought Portugal France is next, would love to watch that, but dragged myself here, and I'm glad that I did, because albeit I haven't stuck to the plan in terms of sticking to the exact days, the training days, I have stuck to the plan with the diet, with the meals, and I have got that 1 out of 2 leg sessions in this week. I've played football twice this week, so I'm not upset about that. Hopefully Dan ain't too upset with that. I'm thinking tomorrow I will have as a low day and a rest day, because I think me and Wolfie are going to go and shoot a video somewhere on Sunday. So I will probably have Sunday as my high day and probably do shoulders. Might speak to Dan about that before I actually do it, just to see what his verdict is. But I'm looking forward to next week and actually fully getting on plan, so I'm not sort of guessing and mixing things in here and there where I'm not 100% sure if I should be. Like I've said, I'm easing into it, adjusting my routine, adjusting my diet, and yeah, I am already starting to feel the benefits, or some of the benefits. Like weight is coming off already, which is a good sign, but I've got basically 10 weeks to go, so don't want too much weight to drop off yet. I've been talking for way too long. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna finish off the day with my oats, gonna go home, have my oats, my protein and my dark chocolate, round 2 of the day. Then I'm gonna get some good rest. Typical that falls at that point. Probably see you tomorrow. There was one other thing that I forgot to mention, so you might have seen me moan about this if you watch all the Wolf Subs videos. I actually tore my quad playing football about 3 months ago now, so I haven't really been training legs like hardly at all since I did that. So my lower body is not strong at all right now. Not too stressed about it, because with this plan it is very much more so volume rather than you know, trying to gain strength like that. But yeah, I suppose that's just my ego trying to excuse for the fact that I was doing fucking 30 kilo hack squats and I was absolutely gassing out. But yeah, right, it is a new day. It's Saturday. I'm having my first meal of the day, and we've got 200 grams of Greek yogurt, which in a bowl looks like this. Actually doesn't look that bad on the video, but in real life, trust me when I say it's not a lot. And then I've got 100 grams of blueberries. So this is a bit annoying because I've had to wash these before. So rather than just pouring them from here into here, I'm washing them first and then putting them in. So yeah, this is meal 1. Today is a low day, it is a rest day, so I am gonna still get to the gym and get my cardio in, because I haven't done that yet this week. And
I need to do it at least once, otherwise not good. So yeah, got 20 grams of protein in this as well. Shout out Ben Marsh for suggesting to put the protein on a low day in with your Greek yogurt. I started doing it like a couple of weeks ago and it is fucking banging. So yeah, that's it. Gonna eat this, get to the gym, get on the stepper, probably go for a sauna, and yeah, chilling today. England are playing, so that's gonna be a highlight. I also forgot about the key ingredient in this dish. So I get 20 grams of either peanut butter, cheese, dark chocolate or something else, but I'm obviously going for peanut butter, which is 100% nuts. You can see the oil on top. This is some proper peanut butter shit right there. Put that in there, you get a nice little crunch from the peanuts. 20 grams. Oh shit. Be right back. Saturdays in shop mean feet up on desk.
Hey, less of that, mate. I've been busy all morning.
What, has it actually been busy today?
I've been busy, yeah.
Yeah.
I was busy till about 1 o'clock till you came in. Nah, we have been busy editing a Wolf Pump video.
Wolf Pump ad going live. I'm looking hella orange.
Mate, like, people don't understand how much work goes into something like this. It's 5.5 minutes, and oh my god, mate, it left us feeling fucking paggered yesterday. Like
2-3 hours recording and trying to get the footage onto my laptop.
It probably 4 hours with that.
Probably, yeah.
It's fucking tiring shit.
Plus another hour and a bit editing it up.
So satisfying though when it's done.
Yeah, the effort
Like,
goes into it.
and when some people actually say to you like, oh, that video was really helpful, it makes it all worth it because it's a
100%.
fucking graft.
It is, mate, it is. Alright, so just got back from the gym. Just did 10 minutes on the stepper because I haven't had my cardio yet this week, or I haven't hit my cardio targets rather. I think I've already mentioned that anyway, but yeah, called in to see Wolfie at the shop after getting a cheeky little shape up. Got the beard lined up, even though I've ended up with a little scratch here. Shout out Hallie Cuts, the boy sorting the trims. Come home now to get in my second meal of the day. Started with Greek yogurt, protein powder, peanut butter and blueberries. Now I'm treating myself, well I'm not treating myself, it is on plan, but it's supposed to be a 3-egg omelette, but we're doing 3 fried eggs. 100 gram of chicken with some veg stir fry left over from yesterday. And I'm topping that with some Himalayan pink salt and 20 grams of cheddar cheese. It says 20 grams of cheese on the plan. I'm pretty sure cheddar cheese should be all right, but if it's not, I'll find out anyway. But I am hungry, so I cannot wait to get this down me. Get some nice levels of Himalayan pink salt on these eggs, get them nice and salty. You can't see, but there's cauliflower, broccoli, green beans, peppers, radish, bit of cabbage, bit of everything going on there. And I'm gonna have this amount of cheese as like basically like a cheeky little dessert at the end rather than like grating it on top. So final meal of the day, we have 200 grams of chicken with salad and 20 grams of feta cheese and a nice little chili and garlic dressing on the top. The music's pretty loud, so you might not be able to hear me, but I'm here at BowFit to do my shoulder session on Danbo's plan. Waiting for Wolfie and Mayo Matt. I feel like I spend my life waiting for these guys. They're taking the piss. Should have been here about half an hour ago and still not here. So yeah, had my pre, I'm ready to train, but peak times. Here they are. Better late than never.
We were meeting at shop. We were at
We?
I've already given you some.
You say we like I was supposed to know.
I've already fired you some shots.
So have I.
We're back in the Beaufort.
Back in the Iron Forge.
Become like a bit of a fucking Wolves Subs HQ. This
Yeah, I like it though. I like the vibes in it. Right, Delts, mate.
Delts, yeah.
Delts on the Dambo Plambo.
Is it a big session?
I need to check through it to be fair.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I imagine
Long,
so.
just for Delts.
Probably, yeah.
Sounds.
You know the game so quick. That's enough.
Alright, so Sunday check-in today. Went to Beaufort, trained shoulders with Tom and Matt. Good session. Started to get tough towards the end. Feel like, again, the volume just hitting. But I'm feeling good, feeling well trained this week. I've got quite a lot of DOMs, especially in my legs. My legs are feeling less than optimal, that is for sure. But I've just had my last meal of the day. Went out for a meal with my family earlier for my auntie's 60th birthday party. Stuck on plan as much as I could, given the circumstances. Done today as another low day. Yesterday was a low day, so I've done 2 low days back to back. 0 carb. So I had actually that is a lie, because with my hanging chicken kebab that I had at the meal, I did have 2 tortilla wraps with it. But I spoke to Dambo today and he said that is all right. So came home, cooked 100 grams of chicken, 3 eggs, bit of veg, just eating that. Yeah, general hunger levels are pretty high still. And tomorrow I'm on the road, driving 3.5 hours down south to do a podcast with the boys. Well, say the boys, with Harry. So thinking ahead, and gonna do tomorrow as a medium day. It isn't exactly down as a medium day on my plan, but because I've done 2 low days back to back, gonna do a medium day tomorrow, which means I'll be having oats in the morning. And I've just finished prepping prepping a cheeky little pot of oats and protein powder and dark chocolate to take with me as a little snack. And I will just have to try and get my other meals in somewhere in the day, probably later on in the evening, which might mean quite a long period of fasting tomorrow. But again, it does play into the whole goal of this, which is to get shredded. So yeah, that is it pretty much for today. I wanted to go to the gym earlier to do some steps and to get in the sauna, but the gym closes at 7 on a Sunday, so couldn't go and do that. Which means that I haven't hit my cardio again today. Bad, but I have done all my sessions this week. I've stuck to the diet completely, besides those 2 tortilla wraps today. Haven't done great with my steps this week, but next week is a new week. It's my first proper week on. I am saying that lightly, but yeah, feeling good. And I'm already feeling a bit of a difference in my weight as well. General energy levels are pretty low. Feel like I have been just super hungry all week. So yeah, nevertheless, we'll get into it. I'm not sure if I will get any footage tomorrow, just with the circumstances. I'll be in the car for most of it. And I'm going to try and get to the gym later in the evening if I can fit it in by the time I get back from the podcast shoot. So yeah, adios. Meal dealing. What you got there? What's your meal deal? Let me see this.
Hoisin duck, cucumber.
No mayo.
Watch it.
What? It's an outrageous price for an outrageously small amount of chicken.
It's like a dream for me.
Yes, people, so it is Tuesday morning, 11:46 a.m. and Bow Fit have just been round in the van, Bow Kitchen, and I've got myself, as per Liam's recommendation, a barbecue chicken omelette with sourdough and roasted veg, and it looks pretty fucking ridiculous, to be honest. So this is what we're working with right now. This morning so far I have had 3 eggs, about 120 grams of chicken. That's it. Had my hydrate and everything. Yesterday was a bit of a shit day, to be honest, because I was on the road doing a podcast with Harry down in Buckinghamshire, driving for like 8 hours pretty much. So I didn't get any training in. Did about half my step target. Didn't do any cardio. But by the time I got home, I was just knackered. Like, just the driving, the setting up for the podcast, everything just kind of took it out of me. So yesterday, not a great day, but we're back on it this week. Tuesday, new day. Essentially, this clip here is going to be the last entry of the first week of this plan for me. First week of the 10-week transformation with Dambo. Just spoken to Dan now. So yesterday I was sat there wondering like, oh, why hasn't he done my check-in yet? Turns out that's my fault because I didn't send him any pictures, just poor communication from me. I kind of just assumed that he was going to do it, but again, that's just me being stupid. Obviously he needs the pictures, he needs something to go off, but weight has come down this week. I started the week close to like 83 kilos. This morning I checked in, I was 80.1, so good 2 and a bit kilos come off me already. I imagine a lot of that is water weight from depleting my glycogen stores with the reduced amount of carbs that I've been eating, and it really has made a difference. Like, I've felt pretty hungry every day, and it is crazy, like 2 kilos in a week just from 1 week of cutting out, eating shit and eating, you know, kind of binge eating till I'm full. And also one thing I've noticed is like, when it does come to eating, like when I am actually sitting down and having a meal, I'm very much enjoying that meal. Like, I'm not kind of taking it for granted. Like, it does make you a bit more grateful for your food when you are hungry. But yeah, this week I'm gonna pretty much it's gonna pretty much be the same as last week. Or rather, should I say, because of the video's sake, next week, so the next video is gonna be very, very similar to what I've done this week. The benefit of this week, the next video, is going to be that I'm going to be fully on plan, and I'm coming into it like I'm not starting fresh. So, all right, so that is the end of this video. That is the end of my first week cutting with Dambo. If you are looking for any online coaching or one-to-one coaching, be sure to check out Dambo Rambo on Instagram. So far for me, it is working, and he's a great guy. And also, Bow Fit, sick gym, Bow Kitchen, unbelievable food. I'm about to tuck into this omelette. If you have enjoyed this video, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for week 2 coming in 1 week's time. Bye, Wolf Subs.